From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
We have elderly neighbors and we're getting really sick of it.
A late-night crime that ended just outside the ER, where this homicide investigation actually started, and what those living nearby have to say.
If they want this to help the economy, they should have really honestly made them pay through the nose.
Rising frustrations over water, a deal with a golf course to buy water in bulk, and why some Big Timber residents are unhappy. Plus, history steeped in beauty. We take you out and about to the abandoned mines of Stillwater County. Those stories and much more coming up in the next hour. Good morning and welcome back to Montana This Morning on this Friday, July 25th. I'm Hailey Monaco here with Miller Robson. Miller, we made it to Friday.
We made it, TGIF, and another morning where it's gorgeous, so we should be seeing some balloons in the air
wait.
in a little bit as we get ready for the Big Sky Balloon Rally. More on that in just a bit. Yesterday, getting warmer, still a few degrees below average, but near seasonal. You know, we're coming off those cooler than average days. Unfortunately, today's going to be our hottest day. Doesn't last. We'll see those temperatures cool down. Maybe by next week, though, the outlooks are starting to change just a bit, where we could be below average with our daytime high. So something to look forward to. 87 for the high yesterday, 57 for the low, both a bit below the norm. Was a dry day yesterday. Did have a top gust near 20 miles an hour. For the year, we're still, or for the month we're in the hole, the year we're still in great shape. We'll show you the drought monitor coming up a little bit later on this hour. We continue to be in great shape here in Yellowstone County. Not so much for the rest of the state, but we're doing okay. Speaking of rain, we have some around Sheridan right now. That will kind of taper off as we go along this morning, moving off to the east. But as we get into the afternoon, that's when we start to see those showers and thunderstorms fire right back up again. Across the area right now, 53 in Livingston, 52 in Harlingen. We've got 62 in Red Lodge. Columbus, you're at 55. 59 in Roundup, 65 in Forsyth. Miles City, 1 degree warmer at 66. Sheridan with the rain at 59 and 67 right now in Cody. Again, it's just a beautiful start here this morning. At the airport, we're at 64 degrees. Dew point temperatures at 52. Winds out of the west at about 8 miles an hour. See, it's going to get hot today. A lot of 90s, maybe some upper 90s in some spots, and that's going to lend to instability. You can see those showers and thunderstorms heading our way. We'll talk about that severe threat in a weekend outlook coming up here in just a bit.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Miller.
Alrighty, yeah.
And in continuing coverage on a situation we first brought to you yesterday on Montana This Morning, Billings police continue to investigate a homicide. It's a case they say began on Cook Avenue before causing commotion late Wednesday night at Billings Clinic. One person is dead, a person of interest is identified, and a neighborhood is on edge. Our Isabel Sparts has the latest.
It was a disturbing and horrifying end to a Wednesday night.
Police were extremely busy last night.
The Billings police responded to a homicide originating on the 700 block of Cook Avenue that left one person dead. Neighbors say multiple police officers surrounded the neighborhood in alleyways. A shocking scene, but one Lisa Van Frendenberg says has happened before.
As for this block, it's becoming a common occurrence. We have a lot of traffic on the street, and this was bound to happen. I'm not saying that it was drug related, but I think it's unfortunate that it happened.
The victim was driven to the Billings Clinic in a personal vehicle, and upon arriving was announced dead on scene.
In emergency medicine, emergency nursing, every second counts.
The incident prompted a quick and urgent police response. And while it may appear like a crazy scene, Director of Emergency Services Brad Von Bergen says these incidents are common and ones the hospital is always prepared to handle.
We train to be ready for anything, anytime. Expect the unexpected.
The hospital says staff regularly go through trainings for any situation, no matter how patients arrive to the hospital.
There are occasions where people are already deceased when they arrive here. It doesn't have to be a traumatic event. We have a security force, and then we're trained on de-escalation procedures.
Von Bergen emphasized that there was no threat to the community.
We did what I would expect any emergency department to do, which is to remain open for the community, and we did that. We were able to really smoothly transition our entrance from one spot to another.
While police have not identified the victim or released further details, neighbors on Cook Avenue are left frustrated.
We have elderly neighbors and we're getting really sick of it.
In Billings, Isabel Sparts, MTN News.
Isabel, thank you. A 20-year-old woman is dead after a crash at the intersection of Skyway Drive and Alkali Creek Road. That crash, involving just one vehicle, happened around 10:15 Wednesday night and blocked the entire roadway. There was one other person in the vehicle, but police have not said whether or not they were injured. Skyway Drive reopened about 12 hours later, around 10 o'clock yesterday morning. As of now, no other details into the crash have been released. A woman who admitted to shooting a man to death inside a Shepherd home has been sentenced to 55 years inside the Montana Women's Prison. 24-year-old Kennedy Agner previously pled guilty to deliberate homicide for the February 2024 death of Quade Fluckinger. In exchange, prosecutors agreed to drop other charges against her. She said at the time that he overdosed, but authorities quickly determined the cause of death to be a gunshot to the head. She was arrested and later admitted to shooting him during an argument. The two had lived at the Shepherd home with their 4-year-old child. 6 people from Montana and Washington state have been charged on suspicion of illegally killing elk and mule deer near Roundup. Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks says a confidential informant gave a tip to game wardens. Wardens then conducted a lengthy investigation, concluding that between 2020 and 2024, the group had killed several large bull elk in the Bull Mountains without the proper permit. They also accused of killing several mule deer bucks without hunting licenses. Wardens seized 11 elk and deer mounts in Montana and Washington, with FWP saying they've issued 34 charges against the suspects. Muscle County Justice Court will hear the charges. In continuing coverage, the Crazy Mountain Ranch is asking Big Timber for up to 100,000 gallons of treated water a day. That deal would irrigate a new golf course for the ranch while bringing in revenue for local projects in Big Timber. However, the agreement is raising fresh concerns in the community, especially considering the lawsuits surrounding the ranch. Our Charlie Kleps has the latest on why some want to turn the water supply to off.
In the small town of Big Timber, there's been a stir.
Well, I was instantly upset. Instantly.
As questions are raised regarding a business deal between the city and the nearby Crazy Mountain Ranch.
Why didn't we have a say in it before we kind of heard that this was happening?
The deal, recently announced by the city of Big Timber, is for the Crazy Mountain Ranch to pay for 100,000 gallons of water per day to help irrigate a new golf course.
I believe that the general population doesn't know.
A deal the city says is common, with bulk water sales happening frequently, but one residents say they were uninformed of.
Everybody's underinformed, and there aren't any guarantees in place.
Celia Hewlin is among the many residents disgruntled by the announcement, citing past issues with the ranch as well as worries about where the money will actually go.
I don't trust the ranch. I mean, they've proven to be not honest. I would like to see where that money's going to go and some assurances that it's going to go there.
And she isn't alone.
We're a small town and we do need the income, but do we need it that bad? Is there other ways?
Fellow resident Jenny Thompson says she understands the idea of boosting the local economy, but has questions with water and sewer rates increasing for the city's residents.
There's just one price that goes up every summer, and we have to water our lawns. We have to keep things. I mean, it's high. It's expensive.
MTN did get a hold of the Big Timber Public Works Director, Chris Novotny, who provided this statement. Quote, "The city of Big Timber does sell bulk water to a variety of customers for a variety of projects." Continuing, quote, "We have the capacity to supply the quantities requested, and at any time if that changes, we have the right to suspend sales."
I feel that they started this whole thing dishonestly by stealing water where they were at.
Still, residents are upset with the lack of communication, as the ranch currently is in a legal battle with the Montana DNRC because of not having valid water rights.
And to find out that we're selling them water and bailing them out just really made me mad.
Which is why residents here remain uneasy, unsure if the sale of their water makes sense. In Big Timber, Charlie Kleps, MTN News.
Charlie, thank you. According to the 2024 State of Motherhood Survey, a majority of mothers report struggling with living expenses that can make meeting even the simplest of families' needs challenging. But now, thanks to new federal guidelines, more pregnant and new moms qualify for WIC benefits, making it possible to get free nutritional support. Our Matt Carmack takes a look at how benefits now extend further than ever before, including at the farmers market.
Let's say a pregnant mother with 2 preschoolers is WIC eligible.
Well, that family can come here to the Gardeners Market in Billings and receive a $90 voucher. That's $30 a person. An initiative to ensure that everybody receives fresh and healthy produce, regardless of their circumstances.
75 cents a pound.
Thursday afternoons on the south side of Billings.
The market is here for everyone.
Fresh produce is readily available here at the Healthy by Design Gardeners Market.
Last time I was here, they had some eggs. There were a lot of cool things here.
Montana legislator and Southside resident Mike Yakowicz spent his afternoon at the market, supporting local farmers and gardeners.
It really highlights both how wonderful the Southside is, how wonderful South Park is, and it really provides a lot of fresh produce for people who want it, and also at great discounts.
The Gardeners Market has been around for 15 years, ensuring that Billings residents still have access to fresh produce whenever they need it.
The Southside neighborhood is a USDA designated food desert, and so this is one of the ways that the coalition helps provide healthy produce and access throughout the year.
The market accepts families with the WIC Farmers Market Nutrition Program, allowing eligible families to receive a voucher for $30 per family member.
Like, bring your kids to the market, kind of let them pick and choose what they want. It's a great way for them to get exposure to new foods and also like a fun thing to do as a family.
That voucher can be used at any vendor who has one of these signs. It can also be used at the Yellowstone Valley Farmers Market on Saturday mornings.
It's more food, so it's definitely getting more nutrients in those households.
This year, even more families are eligible for WIC. As of July 1st, Montana families making 185% of the federal poverty level can receive those benefits. For a household of 4, that's a little less than $5,000 a month.
Hopefully that makes more families that aren't eligible in other ways eligible income ways.
Families have until Halloween to use their vouchers, but this market will be open until October 2nd.
What we're all about is helping the community and meeting them where they're at.
More people should come and check it out.
In Billings, Matt Carmack, MTN News.